Thank you, gentlemen, for appearing here. We frequently get to talk in private, not often in public, so let me associate myself with the comments of so many other members of this committee in thanking you not only for your service, and Director Clapper in particular for your many years of long service, but the service for all the men and women that you represent. Director Brennan, you stated earlier in response to Senator Heinrich that we have not seen as much violence, instability, and interstate conflict in the Middle East in, I believe the time period was your lifetime?
I think I said 50 years, which is less than my lifetime.
Why do you think that is? What are the key drivers that's causing all that?
Well, I think it's been 5 years now since the Arab Spring started to take root, which had a very traumatic impact on governments throughout the region, and the street became alive. And Al-Qaeda and terrorist organizations did not trigger that, but they've taken full advantage of it. And so the instability that we see in Libya and Yemen and Syria certainly was an outgrowth of the Arab Spring and the turnover in governments in Libya and Yemen. And so this is pitting individuals from different areas of the country, of ethnic backgrounds that might be different than the governments. There's sectarian tensions that are playing out. All these things that were repressed because of the authoritarian governments that were in power for many years. And once their control was shaken, I think it then loosed this popular reaction that now is finding expression in basically civil war, sectarian conflict, and challenges against the government. And a lot of these governments do not have the political institutions nor the ability to address the many, many challenges, political, economic, and social. Finally, as we well know, a lot of these countries were carved out of previous colonial realms, and therefore were almost patchworks of people and of various backgrounds that now are finding ways to fight among themselves.
Thank you. Director Comey, I want to address electronic communication transaction records. I've introduced legislation to rectify a problem commonly known as the ECTR fix. The legislation would clarify that the government can obtain specified sets of electronic communication transaction records and fix an oversight made in an earlier law. What's your position, and what is the position of the FBI on the need for this fix?
We need it very much, and it's actually quite an ordinary fix. That it's necessary because what I believe is a typo in the 1993 statute that has led to some companies interpreting it in a way I don't believe Congress ever intended. And so it is ordinary, but it affects our work in a very, very big and practical way.
Would you characterize that as a top legislative priority for the FBI?
Yes.
Thank you. General Stewart, I want to turn to North Korea's recent nuclear test. The Comprehensive Test Ban Treaty Organization has not reported any collection of xenon or other nuclear particulates. Are you aware of any nuclear particulates collected from the test?
I thank you for letting me participate. I appreciate that. I have 10 questions I'd like to answer, and that's not one of them. But I appreciate the opportunity anyway. We have not, at this point, detected any particulates that would characterize this device.
What does that tell us, then, about North Korean containment vessels and technology?
Very robust capability to deceive, contain, hide their full capability and capacity. And I'd like to talk about this some more in closed hearing about both our capability and what we're seeing that they're doing.
Thank you. I believe we'll have a chance to do that soon. Director Brennan, I want to return in closing here to your exchange with Senator Wyden. You mentioned the removal of a CIA document from the shared space in violation of a memorandum of understanding with this committee. Has any member of this committee or staffer ever apologized to you for the removal of that document?
No, Senator.
Do you believe that that was a violation of the MOU that the agency and this committee had?
I believe it was inconsistent with the understanding that we had, the common understanding, yes.
Has that document been returned to you?
I will have to check on that, Senator.
Handling of classified information is a very serious matter, right?
Yes.
Thank you.